There is a new archetype that we need to talk about, big dog. Today, I'm going to be breaking down the new Argostar, Argus, everything you need to know about this deck. Let's go ahead and jump on in. All right, big dog, I am on Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization, and in case you guys didn't know, it's based on take Olympics to the 31st century. So maybe an Olympic type deck. I'm not 100% sure, but it passes the artwork test for the weebs, right, chat? Argstars? Argstars actually makes more sense, chat. I'm kind of dumb on that one. That did not click on me. I'm kind of dumb. But yeah, they passed the first initial test. Let's see what this deck is about, right? Argstar's deck seems to be a trap-based Yu-Gi-Oh deck. And if I move this down, we can start reading the card effects. Now, I typically like to start off with a monster, but let's just start off with the trap cards. Archtype Tydel, the Purple Lightning. This card says, warrior monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense. Then it also says, once per turn, you can discard one card. Special summon this card as an effect monster with 2,000 attack and 2,000 defense. With the following effects, it's still a trap card. Then you can add one Argstar card from your deck to your hand, except Argstar, itself. Then once per turn, you can place this card into your spell and trap card zone face up. So hold on. First of all, we have not had based warrior support in so long. This card is a continuous trap card that just straight up gives all of your warriors 500 attack. That can come up, especially since you can use it in the damage step, chat. They attack over your marauding captain, chat, with their DD warrior lady, and you're like, freak, you're not going to get all that. I'm going to activate this trap card. And now you can banish your DD Warrior Lady. Now, obviously, that's cope, but that could come up. The discard one card to special summon this card as an effect monster. I hate that it requires you to discard a card, but I think that there's a lot of potential, especially since you can add an Argstar card from your deck to your hand. Chat's calling me copium? Bro, this is not copium. It's kind of copium. So far, if I had to give this a rating, I would say a 6 out of 10. It really depends on what the other cards that are happening. Maybe there's some cards that want to be discarded, and maybe there's some cards that want to be searched. The next card is going to be Argstar Capane, the Flying Swallow. So it looks like the last one controlled a wolf of some sort, right? Purple lightning or a lion or wolf. And this one controls a pigeon. Never thought I'd see Pidgeot on here, but here we go. Your warrior monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. I like that one. That actually does come up, chat. No matter how you look at it, that effect actually genuinely comes up, chat. It's the same girl with different wigs. That's sick. It says, once per turn, if there is a continuous trap card in the monster zone, you can special summon this card as an effect monster. It's 18/18, 100 attack, not age, so don't do that, chat. With the following effects as a trap card. Then, if you have any banished Argstars, gain 500 life points. That can come up in time. It says once per turn, you can place this card into your spell and trap card zone face up. This card seems better in the first effect, but a lot worse in the second effect. But also, it doesn't require you to discard. So that's crazy, right? That's actually really good. So it seems like so far that this strategy may have something to do with banishing, maybe have something to do with discarding, maybe Outlich that you play with it. They are light warriors, like you said, so I'm still a little skeptical, guys. Eteo the Dragon Slayer. All right, I think you guys are going to be pressed to find it because that's not a different wig, right? This is a totally different girl. Warrior monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects. So if you have all 3 face-up trap cards, your monsters can't be destroyed by battle, they can't be destroyed by card effects, and they also gain 500 attack and defense. I don't think that may be worth it to clog up 3 of your spell and trap card zones. But again, it really depends on the other cards so far. We can't really give an exact of what we think. Once per turn, if your opponent activates a card or effect, you can special summon this card as an effect monster with 800 attack and 800 defense. Then if you have any banished Argstar monsters, you can return 1 card on the field to the hand. Once per turn, you can place this card into your spell and trap card zone face up. So, I'm not going to lie. Being able to place these into your spell and trap card zone face up during either player's turn allows you to be able to dodge some effects. So let's say hypothetically your opponent uses like Raigeki on you, right? You can then chain the effect of Argstar Eteo to put them into the spell and trap card zone face up, so they kind of dodge the Raigeki. Blah. Same thing for Lightning Storm, right? Well, you activated a card effect, so you can special summon this card. Oh, it's still a trap card. Never mind. It still gets cooked. Never mind. Forget that second part. That is cooked by Heartbeat's Feather Duster and Lightning Storm. Does not get cooked by Raigeki. So there's that. I'm not going to lie. These cards don't seem incredibly strong, but there is potential depending on what cards bring them together. Hopefully that there's more. And there is. There's an actual Argostar monster. And this is a level 4 Earth Warrior. Keep in mind, it can have 2300 attack and defense, not be destroyed by battle or card effects. And you can only use the third effect once per turn. During your opponent's turn, if you control a continuous trap card, it's a quick effect. You can banish this card from your hand, change the attack of one face-up monster on the field to 0 until the end of the turn. That's okay. We got the banish effect that we were looking for, right? Because now the other ones allow us to gain 500 life points. This card is normal summon. Your opponent cannot activate cards and effects in response to the activation of your continuous trap cards for the rest of their turn. That effect doesn't seem as powerful because, so if I'm opening up with my starting play and I normal summon this card, my opponent will still be able to respond on their turn. And there's no way seemingly right now for me to be able to normal summon this on my opponent's turn. You can banish this card you control, place 2 Argostar continuous traps with different names from your hand or deck in your face-up spell or trap card zone. That actually does fix that problem that we were talking about. So we can go normal summon Audra the Laurels, right? And we'll place the Tydel, because this card can be summoned as long as we discard a card from our hand, right? And it also, we place this one. Okay, chat? So we can place those 2 monsters to our spell and or those 2 trap cards to our spell and trap card zone. Then we discard a card to summon out Tydel. And now, since we have Tydel on the field, we can summon out Capane. So there is consistency here. I do like that. I do like that. And this card is a 1-card combo now. They can't stop our Tydel from being able to search with cards like Ash Blossom, because they can't respond to our continuous trap cards and their effects for the rest of the turn. So really, really good card. I do like that third effect. That third effect does help a ton. It makes a 1-card rank 4 plus a search, and that could be it. Now there's another card that helps us out, hopefully. Argstar's at home stadium. Hey, yo, chat, I want live twins. You got live twins at home. This card says you can pay 1,000 life points, add 1 Argstar card from your graveyard or banishment to your hand. So it does seem like this deck can play Dimension Shifter pretty well because they have a field spell that can either search their cards or add to the hand. Each time a continuous trap card is special summoned from the spell and trap card zone to your field, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. It is live twin at home. Once per chain, if your continuous trap cards activate its effect in the monster zone while you have a banished Archstar monster, you can target 1 face-up card your opponent controls and negate its effects into the end of the turn. I don't think that this deck is bad per se. I actually think that it has some really good elements about it. I think having traps that can turn themselves into monsters is really resemblant of decks like Eldritch, but also has the same properties of a live twin strategy, a deck that works with opposite counterparts of monsters to be able to create a board. Deck looks like a strategy that can be really good with Dimension Shifter, and there's a couple of other cards that this deck can work really, really well with. One is Silhouette White Rabbit. This card is kind of crazy because it allows you to be able to get your Argstar cards, but also get some really powerful trap cards too. There's that Apopish trap card that allows you to be able to negate monster effects on the field. And then there's the Azaroon card that players are using right now. On top of that, White Rabbit does have an effect when trap monsters are summoned too that you can take full advantage of. Now, there are some inherent flaws with this strategy, but that can all be fixed with future support. At the top, I think that this deck can be a tier 2 type strategy, really pushing it. And unless we get some more support, I would say that it's right there for now.